Okay, we'll deliver a video today because I'm fucking angry as fuck. Look at fucking Bam Margera. Look what they did to him. Now, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I'm riled up about this, so I can't wait to fucking talk about it. Now, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, and 4, great games, defined a generation. Even people who didn't like skaters culture were interested in its slick gameplay, easy to understand graphical style. You know, you can see all the things from the different ones. It brings me back, and I hope they just do a 1-to-1 ratio remaster. You know, maybe potentially adding physics and stuff. That would be a dream come true. But we'll see what they do. Of course, the chick. Did you know, like it how there was like basically no women in the first game? So you got rid of Bam to add fucking diverse chicks, eh? Skater culture is completely unique at the time, and it's hilarious how they did that. But we'll see what they do with it, cause yeah, it's they're bringing it back. But let's talk about the utter travesty that they're removing Bam fucking Margera, a legend, a legend. You know, and I come at this from people saying that Tony Hawk Pro Skater is, for people who don't even like skateboarding can even get into it. I was a skater, late 90s, early 2000s, baggy jeans, fucking skated through the nights. I was pretty good. I could land, kick flip, backside 50-50s, three flips. I was a hardcore skater, man. I was in it. I was part of the wave that rode the late 90s, early 2000s skateboarding culture. I was there, man. Everything. I was immersed in the culture. I was obsessed with it. So I think I have a right to speak on this matter. And so that game looks, okay, fine, whatever. They're coming out with it, but Bam Margera appears to have been cut from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 won't include Bam Margera. Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remaster seemingly won't include the cost. So let's identify this bullshit. Activision. I'm gonna fucking rip into fucking Activision today. Most of the game's roster following reveal earlier this week. While there are secret characters that haven't been revealed, it's unlikely that classic skaters would be withheld. And Bam Margera, who debuted in Pro Skater 3, is nowhere to be seen. So far, the roster includes Tony Hawk, Buck Lizzie, all the safe ones. Why isn't Bam Margera in the game? Writing has been on the walls for a while. Bam Margera was scrubbed from Thug 2 poster in Tony Hawk 1 and 2, which was released in 2022 amid several ongoing controversies and heavily public. Now, Bam has been definitely an agent of chaos in his life, from drugs to alcoholism to crazy antics. You can't take the craziness out of Bam. He is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So, like, you just can't beat Bam. He's so fucking dope. I love him. I love him as a person. He's such an amazing fucking human being. So fuck these assholes. They're gonna get rid of Bam. He was fired from Jackass. Yeah, Jackass. These guys, let's admit, these guys weren't ever really funny except for Bam and his crew. Bam made it. Bam made fucking Jackass. All these other dudes just followed in his wake. And that's the story of Jackass. So let's go over Bam. I mean, he's a fucking iconic legend. He's a fucking hero to people like me who are so obsessed with his way of just insanity and fuck the world type of interactions with the world. I mean, look at this. Like, he looks so fucking sketched out. And you got to remember that Bam has endured a life of people. He was ultra rich by the time he was in his 20s. he just wasn't ready for this lifestyle, and he shows the human condition of destruction and insanity. It's like he is a case study on destruction. He destroys. That's all he does. That's all he knows how to do. But he's such a beautiful human being because he actually fucking. He actually just is wild. That's just Bam. Bam's just crazy. You can't change that. And for these motherfucking cocksuckers to come and take out the most iconic person of that generation, of that fucking, you know, that world, it's criminal. It's fucking criminal, and fuck Activision. So fuck all that. Let's engage in some more Bam insanity. You know, that's just the way he fucking was. Like he's just an agent of insanity. Now these two cannot be two separate people. You know, you have the jackass, and then you have, you know, the awesome skater dude. So isn't that ironic? How he's the jackass nobody likes, Johnny Knoxville, and Bam is the crazy insane person that everyone likes. Yeah. So I mean, and Bam's done a lot of good to clean himself up. I mean, he's just so inundated with terrible people all around him, and he can't help but just be wild and crazy like he is. And he sure knows how to attract the wild and crazy women, doesn't he? He was pronounced dead at a hospital after multiple seizures. Look at that. Isn't that a sad image? You imagine fucking coming from the heights of, let's just pick a random picture here from his history. Imagine coming from the heights of this. You know, that Bam to that Bam. Man. Look at that guy. What an awesome dude. He does. I think he has changed, and I think that in many ways the 2020s was kind of his roughest 2021s, and I think over the last couple of years he's kind of found his soul back again, and you know, he's on and off for sure with all the crazy fucking women he's involved in. I mean, you can't help him. Look at him. He's just awesome, and his son Phoenix is gonna help him embrace the beautifulest chapters of his life when he is in. Bam Margera as an older man is gonna be, he's gonna be like a fucking goddamn messiah. But you know, you really have to be pissed that they're trying to scrub this type of person from the world. They really are. They don't want wild, reckless people anymore. They want safe, diverse, fucking everybody's happy and patting each other on the fucking nipples. You know, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah, Bam is wicked. Bam is certainly a fucking dope-ass person. And he's definitely had fucking problems, but, I mean, he's... This fucking outfit. Yeah. So, I mean, Bam Margera, legend. Absolute fucking legend. What a cool dude. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you got 90s skater culture. It's a time and place that everybody is become so lost to time. Early 90s skater culture, and I think it's a beautiful like was a beautiful time in human history, in my opinion. Early 90s, early 2000s, pre 9/11. The world was just, you know, enamored skate shops, video games. Look at this, people trying to replicate it. Keeping the 90s alive with cotton on. That's not 90s culture! Those look like fucking 2020 Gen Z fucking annoying dumbass phone people. I told show you skate culture from the 90s. Rodney Mullen, I used to like worship this guy. I'd be like, how can he do all those tricks? I used to always try them too and fall. I've got like a permanent thing on my knee because of skateboard hitting it so many times. It's like a permanent, and that's what you'll see is if you're in extreme sports, 9 times out of 10, sometimes people are lucky enough to become famous when they were kids and never get injured. But in extreme sports, there's lifelong debilitations. I mean, look at all the things Tony Hawk has gotten. Tony Hawk himself is like just his body has been rattled by years of extreme sports, and he doesn't appear it, but I mean you can't escape these extreme sports. If you fall, you break your body. Your body has a painting. But Rodney Mullen, the guy who lived a completely different life than Bam Margera. Completely different life. Well, Bam was involved in insanity, parties, drugs, more women than people could possibly even dream of, more than likely. Bam Margera lived a life of insanity and madness. Rodney Mullen, kept it cool and just sat back, got rich and famous, made skate shops, invested in the culture, loved it. Unemployable. I like that book. And that's like the two sides of early skater culture is that you have Rodney Mullen, who's like, peaceful, good guy, chill, really, really like down to earth, loves to just, do things to himself, doesn't want to be this big famous movie star, actor, guy who goes around causing chaos. Just skated, made his bank, kept to himself, kind of type of dude. Rodney Mullen, amazing skater, and then you have Bam Margera, who just set the fucking world on fire. And you know what? Ryan Dunn's death, these shits affects you. You think that Bam is a, rich movie fucking star. He's so cool. He has all these like people who follow him. He's this millionaire. But when you lose a friend, when a friend died like Ryan Dunn did, like it just affects someone, because these were two people at the peak of their life, could get any girl they want, could have so much money, sports cars, everything was good for them, and look at that, Ryan Dunn dies and Bama lives. How could he live with that, man? It's fucked. It's a fuck to think about, and it'll affect Bam every day for the rest of his life, because I mean, he was his buddy. He was the one dude who kept Bam down to his level, and yeah, the death of him, and probably a lot of the insane fucking women he bagged along the way, probably didn't help his case. He just lost it, and you can't fault him for being human. You can't fault Bam for being a fucking human. And the fact they've taken him out of Tony Hawk Pro Skater is goddamn bullshit. It's fucking certified bullshit. It's certified bullshit. So let's watch a day in the life of Bam here. This is such an epic fucking thing. This is so funny. Just beats him up for no reason. I like to think that he was in on a lot of this, because they always look like they there's no real animosity between either of them along the time.
He lives in my fort. We're gonna go wake him up in a
God, he lives in his fort.
Time for breakfast, bitch.
This is just, man, this is like a different time. This is like a time portal back in time. So fuck you, Activision, for removing Bam.
G knows better than to do
it's
that.
It's a day in the life. You film what happens.
See, the red light would be on if I was recording.
Thank you.
You're ruining it.
No, first, I'm sorry, but you always tell me I'm ruining But you never help me around here, not even a little bit.
Because a day in the life doesn't involve
Wait,
helping
wait,
mom.
wait, wait.
Damn,
You
it
know
doesn't
that.
involve helping mom. Why is it the old? Why is it that older people are like that? You know?
Oh my God, turn around, there's a still.
Why don't they? You know, why aren't they like this? Why don't they just go crazy and like live their life? Everything's got to be so regimented with older people. You know, it's like we have to get up and be miserable. That's our fucking mission in life. And these videos from fucking Bam just emphasize that.
And it was
Wouldn't you want to just live fun life and have fun all the time instead of working and being fucking miserable and stupid? When they Dragon Ball Z fight, it's so funny. Or like fucking, I guess they're trying like kung fuing each other. Just a beautiful day where Bam gets to go out and just be wild.
I do that so I get all warmed up to go skate.
Such an amazing time, man. This is like a different world. There wasn't any phones, there wasn't any social media. The internet was barely a thing. I was there, man. I was there. I lived it. Oh, this is so nice. Watch this kickflip. Boom. Oh, that is so nice. That was just gorgeous. And then finishes off with that. A little sketchy by the end, but he did it. I love this part. He just starts fucking falling in front of other people. Like, what the fuck? And then he breaks his skateboard. It's fucking epic. Oh man, he just breaks his skateboard. Goes golfing. You know they were probably just drinking and having fun along the way. Throws some magazines at his uncle. See, in this interaction, they almost look like they're both in on it, and he's just having as much fun as Bam is. So.
And he's punching the hell out of me on camera. It's all on camera. It hurts like hell. He's punching the living shit out of me. I'm bigger and he's stronger. I'm fat and slow now. That was in the gut, man.
Oh man, this is funny. The wild insanity is just like we don't have anything like it today. We have annoying Twitch streamers that you know, yeah, it's funny. It's funny. So, in essence, you know, Activision, fuck you for getting rid of Bam. You know, we know that it doesn't align with today's diversity, equity, and inclusion bullshit. You know what I mean. So let's do a quick another analysis on this Tony Hawk situation here. Hawk 3 and 4 Bam. There we go. Yeah, I mean, they've seemingly ran with this article. And it looks like he's been discluded from other stuff, but like that's such bullshit. They can just manipulate old games, take out what they don't like, and resell them. Fucking scumbags, man. You fucking Activision scumbags. That's what you fucking are. Bunch of dickheads. They're fucking rich as shit, living in multi-million-dollar mansions. Kicks out a legend out of the fucking game. So you can add in a few little fucking diverse people in it. Fucking cocksuckers. Cancer. Fucking cancer is cancer to our society. Polygon. Ugh, these articles are always, they feel weird. Tony Hawk Pro Skater remasters now with shredding Doomslayer. So it's got Doomslayer but no Bam Margera. Skater Bam Margera, who appeared in the original versions of Tony Hawk 3 and 4, was not listed as part of the project. Yeah, I mean, he should be on the fucking cover, man. Bam Margera should be on the fucking cover of that shit. The announcement was heralded by Hawk himself in 2024. I don't know, maybe there's some bad blood between Hawk and Margera, but who knows? At the end of the day, is anyone really surprised? Is anyone surprised? Cool ass motherfucker and they get rid of him? Because of his controversial life? That's the only reason for it. I mean, wasn't he like forcibly removed from that and he was on the run for a while? Just a wild ass motherfucker. And you can't take the insanity out of Bam. You just can't. Bam Margera, jackass star. And you know, that's the thing, and famous skateboarder. You know what? He was in Jackass, but he was Jackass to me. He was the fucking best part of it. Bam Margera, who debuted in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, is nowhere to be seen. Fucking love him, man. He's so cool. Why isn't Margera in the game? This is Bam Margera in the game. Oh man, that's fucking funny. After we watched the video of him like throwing fucking magazines at his uncle and fucking breaking shit and speeding and faking falling in front of other people, that's so good. Bam Margera, Jack. Oh wait. Why isn't Bam in there? Let's read this. The writing has been on the walls for a while now. Bam Margera was scrubbed from the thug. Yeah, okay. Well, I think we've actually gone over this. So this may not be big news because, you know, gaming media is a bunch of idiots. So PlayStation Universe. Oh god, look at this this website is fucking awful. Whoever designed this. It's like I'm looking at an AOL fucking website here from the 2000s. What the fuck is this going on? Appears not everyone is returning a collection. It seems Bam Margera will not be part of the lineup. Alongside Sequel. Bam Margera has struggled with alcoholism since the mid-2000s and had numerous stints in rehab without completing his course. His consumption of alcohol and drug use escalated in the 2010s following the death of Ryan Dunn, and was fired from the production of Jackass Forever due to these ongoing problems. You know what? That was fucking personal. That was personal. They wanted to take everything that he had built and just cast him aside. It's not funny. It's not funny, but he's definitely had his demons. Look at this. Look at how these motherfuckers say it with such conviction. It looks like Bam might not be brought back for the remaster release. The iconic professional skateboarder Brandon Cole Margera, all better known as Bam, he is Bam Margera, might not be returning. See how they want to demean him? See how they want to lower him? They want to lower him down. Of course, these cocksuckers, this is what they do. It looks like the same issues that Bam are dealing with led to Activision distancing. Of course. Unless you go to bed at 10 p.m. every night and wake up at 6 in the morning and go into some soulless corporate fucking office, Activision is gonna fucking boot you for everything. Some fans are surprised Bam is not in the skateboarder roster. Perhaps this could be changed before the game launches, but we wouldn't hold our breath. Of course, there's still no official word on whether or not the character skin would go scrapped completely. It would be like, surprise! Bam shows up at the end. You've unlocked Bam Margera. Unlock controversial characters like Bam Margera. Those rate Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is July 11th, 2011. Or 25. So, I mean, it's bullshit. And it just shows how they don't want to touch something that is so wild. Bam Margera. Absolute legend. Just a fucking legend, man. And look at those days. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the shit that those motherfuckers got up to? All the shit that we didn't see on camera. Just look at all the shit we did see on camera. Just a legend. That's what he is. Let's see how soon recent this was. Oh yeah, so this is a year ago. After celebrating 8 months of survival, the Viva Bam, he's extremely grateful of his new chaps battling addiction. See what I mean? As he's starting to get over Ryan Dunn's death. Starting to get over it. He'll never fully get over it, but alcohol and being crazy was him trying to be back to his self during those days when Dunn was still alive. And now that he's getting over it, he doesn't need to do that anymore. He can just live his life and be happy and do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I'm pretty sure he lost Vito too. Vito Bam Death. Vincent Don Jackson star died at the age of 59. But remember, Vito also died. So I mean, he had all these people who were such a part of Bam's life, like Dunn and possibly all the girlfriends and jackasses. He felt like he had nobody. And like, my message to Bam would be this: is that like, dude, you're a fucking legend. I fucking worship you. Like you're a skateboard god and a just fascinating human being. And isn't that what a star should be? It's just a fascinating person, just a person who you just wanna, and like yes, that story exists in life. Someone who just became famous just because, just decided he wanted to be famous and he did it. And yeah, he's had his ups and downs, and yeah, he's had his problems, but you know what? Fuck. Without people like Bam Margera in the world, you have like Activision fucking diversity fucking HR managers rule the world, or you're gonna have people like Bam going around creating chaos, havoc, and hilarity everywhere he goes. He's a legend. He's a fucking legend. I fucking love Bam. And you know what? This isn't gonna... I'm not overly pumped about a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 or 4 remaster anyways, so it's not like this really affects me much, but still, like, they just had to. They just love to kick a dude, don't they? Look at that. Do you imagine, that's peak male performance right there. Just imagine at that time all the shit that Bam got up to on a day-to-day basis. Just the crazy life he lived. It's just almost nobody will know what, like, the 20 years of life from 2000 to, and even before 1995 or 2000 to 2020. Nobody will know that entirety of that 20-year story of Bam Margera, how he became so rich, so famous, lost love, lost things, gained things, enjoyed life. A little bit too much sometimes, but I mean, that's just who he is. Yeah, that's the perfect thing. I'm rooting for Bam every time of that. He's a fucking legend, and man, yeah, I mean, you just can't fucking know what a life this guy lived. Early skate culture. He's just wicked. He's a wicked person. He really is. Yeah. So anyways, fuck Activision for trying to nerf Bam. You'll never get rid of him. And he's probably going to live till he's 90, let's be honest. Like, truly Bam Margera is going to live to 90. There's just no way around that. see if I'm right in X amount of years, however many years that is. See in 30 or 40 years if that turns out to be true. But I predict Bam Margera is gonna live to 90. All right, well, peace out and fuck Activision, you fucking moron. You fucking dorks.